Legend has it, this is where you won the spring dunk contest when you were an undergrad.
It is. I'm excited. Big accomplishment. As a freshman, not many people knew who I was as an athlete, and to come out here and win the dunk contest, it opened a lot of eyes. So very excited. Disappointed they didn't film the first year. So I feel like my best footage is not out there, so I'm trying to make up for that today.
So 5'8", did you have like a 45-inch vertical jump or something?
No, not that high, but the biggest thing is I got small hands, so I had to dunk hard. So if I made it, it was gonna look good.
So can you still dunk now is the question.
Absolutely not.
What?
Pure jump shooter.
So you leave the university, you become essentially another walk-on to the NFL, but you flipped that game for 10 years.
My career really took the next step when I ran into Rex Ryan, and was with him for 4 years. Obviously, his personality is not for everybody,
right.
But the way he coached and just stayed true to himself, I'll take that forever. You know, it meant a lot to me as a player. And now as a coach, I respect it even more, because you realize that that's the only way to be successful, is to be you.
Would you describe yourself as an underdog?
Absolutely. You know, that drove me throughout my career for a long time. And then to me, the transition has to come once you have some success. And it's trying to find what's going to drive you to that next level. So to me, once I kind of established myself at the University of Wisconsin, I kind of left that underdog role behind.
In Wisconsin, people love it when their own come back to coach their team.
Oh, without a doubt.
Jim Leonhard, one of many former Badgers players that are now on the coaching staff.
You go from walk-on, and today you're sitting here as the defensive coordinator. Describe that journey for me.
Growing up a Wisconsin kid, the University of Wisconsin is obviously very special. You know, you see the passion of the fans and just how much this university, how much the athletic programs mean to this state. So, you know, coming on as a walk-on, you know, was a huge achievement for myself, and to earn a scholarship, to become an All-American, have the NFL career that I had, and then have the opportunity to come back here and coach. It really is special to me. This is home.
How has your perspective changed going from preparing from the season as a defensive back coach to preparing for the season as the D coordinator?
Well, very excited right now going into spring, just realizing that you lose great players, you lose talented players, and who's going to step up. You know, having gone through an off season last year, you just see, you know, the leaders step up from day one of spring ball to the end of the season, and just see the growth of these young kids, because they really are young. Even experienced players have so much growth to do. And, you know, I'm excited for that now as a coordinator, kind of fostering opportunities for guys to grow and become leaders and to take ownership of the team. You know, I don't have the experience of calling plays on a Saturday. You know, I prided myself on the mental side of the game and my preparation week in and week out as a player, and last season as a defensive backs coach, having a lot of input on what I thought would help us be successful. So I feel very comfortable, you know, taking over the play calling, and I will lean on my coaches. You know, we have a great staff of coaches here. Definitely going to lean on them and their experience. So it's not a one-man show. I have very little ego with this, and I just want what's best for the program and best for our team.
What is your defensive philosophy?
We're going to be aggressive. We want to dictate terms to an offense. You know, we do not want to sit back and be a counter puncher all game long. You know, you have to do things to create issues for an offense and to make them question some of the things they're going to do. You know, the culture is set. We don't have to change very much schematically, because we have been very successful recently, and our kids know how to win and they know who they are. So, you know, it takes a little bit off my plate, but still a little bit of pressure.
Still a challenge.
Yeah, no question.